Hey, look at that. There we are right there. There's my board. The scoop, tack. Oh yeah, all right, aloha. What is in there? Oh yeah, gear oil and some make stuff go away spray. Yep, brake clean. What are we doing? Well, we got crystallized ginger. We're at my favorite parts store. We are picking up stuff because today's the day the driveline swap comparison vibration thing is gonna happen. Yeah. I'm done surfing. You guys need to know this. I need to tell you this. I gave up one of my favorite surf spots today, surfing longer, because you guys are important to me and I need to make this video. So that's what we're doing. I'll see you guys in just a second. Gosh, I'm cute. Look at that guy right there. He's hot. All right. Well, we've made it. There's the drive shaft right there. We've made it back to the house. There's my puppy. Made it back to the house. We logged so far today, since like 6 something this morning, we've logged 87 miles already on this car. And we haven't even begun to do, well, we kind of did part of the test. Anyway, I don't know how to describe it to you. I don't know how to show it. The difference between how it drives now. It drives so good, but I mean, the slight vibration, it comes in at about 35 miles an hour, and 45, it's real noticeable, like really noticeable. Because as it's rotating around and getting faster, you know, it's about 2,200 RPMs in fourth gear. Is like 4,500 in there somewhere. If the drive shaft's out of round, and that's how they measure, that's how they balance it too, it's on a series of rollers, and they spin it, but the rollers are, you know, they have like dial indicators on them, and they log, you know, a deflection to, basically it logs a deflection as it's spinning. So if the drive shaft is out around it all, you know, slightly, it'll deflect one way or another. And so they use weight to compensate the movement. That's how they balance a drive shaft. In a perfect world, it's cut, everything is balanced exactly the same, which it not is, and it's welded on exactly square, and you put your dial indicator on it and it moves like maybe a half a thousandth. That rarely happens. I mean, all drive shafts are balanced. They should be spun at high speeds, balanced, because I mean there's some heavy spots, and you know, not all U-joints are created the same and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, but as it spins, the deflection side to side as it's going around, the heavy spot or whatever is out around, it changes frequency. Like if it was on a graph, it might be like this. As it gets faster, you know, it's like that, and it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. So the frequency can actually get it to the point where if I spin it fast enough, I can not feel it. Does that mean it's not there? No. That just means that as the RPMs are spinning up here, the frequency is getting so tight it changes the vibration through the car. Is it good? Nope. Still not good to have. So I'm gonna swap this out. I think I don't know how I could drive it. You guys have seen this thing drive so many times with this drive shaft in it and all that stuff. Since I changed the flywheel out and got that vibration sorted, this vibration is so minor, I'm the only one that notices it. I have a story about that. I don't know. Should I tell you that story? I'm going to tell you that story. I might tell it while I'm driving, when I swap the drive shaft out. Anyway, let me get this car up in the air. Let me get that drive shaft out. I have a pinion seal. That's the transmission output shaft seal. That's a pinion seal, and these are some dehydrated sliced strawberries. That's a strap, and this is a shirt. There's some crystallized ginger. Wow. Got a party going on. Tiny little leaf. Goodbye, leaf. Okay. All right, I'll be back in just a second. Hey, we should open up this drive shaft right here is what I'm thinking. Open up this, and then let's look under the car real quick. How about that? Ooh, look, 4-speed. All right, here's the deal. Oh, yeah, painful. Anyway. That pinion seal right there is leaking. See it's drip already? And it's throwing oil all over here. everywhere. Look how old that drive shaft is. It's old and scaly, and the weight, now the weight, there isn't one. The balance weight is gone. It either threw it, which I think it was right there. See that spot right there? I think it was right there. I think that's where the weight was, or there. I'm not sure. It threw it, but that seal's leaking too, so we're changing that seal and that seal. And in that box right there is a new drive shaft. Oh yeah. Whole new drive shaft. I get a call and see if it's okay to mention Southwest Speed on my channel. But oh look, is that a dent? There's a dent right there. How about that? Another imbalance. Whatever. Traction action. Robert from RNG's Garage gave me these traction bars, vintage traction bars, Lakewoods. Aren't those cool? Traction action stickers, that came from James. Alright, my buddy James, he sent those to me. Pretty cool. Alright, let's get this drive shaft. Let's get that one out. Or should we take this one out? This one out first, or that one out first? I'll decide, and I'll let you know what I decided. How about that? Gosh, this guy is getting ready to storm or something. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Not sure what's going on. Gosh, this is a cool look. Look at those big old meats. And scene. See? There you guys are. Put my phone down. Phone down. Where is my Leatherman? It's in the trunk. Hold, please. Hold, please. Holding. Continue to hold, please. Here we go. Got the key. Into the trunk. You guys can't see me. I'm clear over here. Not that. Not that. Not those. Not that. Or that. There it is. Okay. It looks like it's gonna rain. Tut tut. Looks like rain. Bonus points, you know what that's from. I'll give you a hint. Winnie the Pooh. Was that a good enough hint? Let's see. Where should we set? Oh, what's this marking pin for? This marking pin is so when I take the pinion yoke nut off, I'll mark it. So when I put it back, I know it's right in the right spot so I don't overcrush the sleeve. That is a tech tip. Okay, drive shaft. I did talk to my buddy Toby at Southwest Speed, and he said, I can absolutely showcase this drive shaft. Although he has no idea what my channel is, so if he goes looking for it, he'll not know. Which would be doubly funny. Opening this up. Man, this thing is sharp. There's going to be a yoke in here and a U-joint. It's either a loose U-joint or it's a... Toby, what'd you make me? This is like a box. Oh, I lost my tea. What am I drinking? Green tea with honey. And cinnamon, half a cinnamon stick in there. Cinnamon sweetens it pretty good. Ah, here we go. Open this up. It's a box in a box. Oh, this is stapled here too. It doesn't want to come out. Guess we're just gonna wrap stuff. It's like Christmas. Speaking of unwrapping things, I have a bunch of mail and stuff that I need to go through. Things that people sent me that my wife's harassing me about. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here's my yoke. This brand new yoke. How about that? And that's no yoke. Ha ha ha. I know. It's a bad joke. I know it. I know. Where is my shaft? This is my conversion U-joint. This goes to Ford. So 1 1/16 cap, Chevy side. 1 1/8 cap, Ford side. I have one of these in that drive shaft already. So I'll pop this one in and be fine. But that's it. Southwest speed. 699/7802. 1 1/16 by 3 7/30. 1 1/8 by 3 5/8. Awesome sauce. Necessary. Now in here somewhere is a really pretty white drive shaft with a sticker on it. Anything else? Look at that drive shaft. Look at that thing. Southwest speed. 54 inches of balanced perfection. See, there's the weight. See the weight? Pretty much just a washer. So they spin balance it. It goes on it's hooked to machine. It's rolled on a roller. Spin balance. They got a roll here and a roller here or whatever. As it spins, it does this. If it's out of balance, then they roll it around just like a tire balancer, and they find this spot and they tack this on. And this weight, obviously just this end, means this end was pretty much perfect. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, when they weld that stuff up, it's in good shape. But these are basically Chevy U-joints. Chevy to Chevy. I could slap the yoke on either end of this and be good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out this U-joint, or one of them. Don't know which side. This side probably. Pop it out. Put the oblong odd U-joint on here. Maybe I'll put that joint here because this end is balanced. I'll put the yoke on this end. So I'll pop the yoke on this end, put that one on this end. You guys don't need to see me do that again on the ground with the jack stand. So you already saw me do that. It takes me longer to tell you about it than it does for me to do it. So we'll do that. But that's a pretty drive shaft. Isn't that good looking? Gosh, that's cute. Southwest speed. They do lots of racing stuff, mostly circle track and sprint cars and that kind of cool stuff. But that's them. What did Toby send me? Important drive shaft facts. All drive shaft failures can be prevented by understanding a few simple facts. This is education, kids. Let's do it. Number 1, slip yoke needs to travel freely in the transmission. On the transmission splines without bottoming out. And make sure the yoke will travel all the way into the transmission before installing the drive shaft. If the yoke bottoms out on the splines or the drive shaft tubing, it will compromise and fail. Good to know. Number 2, in a passenger car applications, I need to turn the light on in here. Hold, please. Hold. Much better. Much. Get around the clothes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Is that better? It feels better. Passenger car applications. The slip yoke should be able to travel into the transmission at least 3/4 of an inch and never have more than half of the splines not engaging on the output shaft. It's real simple. If the slip yoke bottoms out on the splines or pulls off the end of the splines, the shaft will fail. This is all accomplished by making sure your drive shaft is the correct length of vehicle. Never guess or estimate the length. Always measure. So that's a good thing. What he's talking about is this slide. So here's the splines that goes in the output shaft of the transmission. Let's say your output shaft is this long. If you slide it on the edge of this, if it goes all the way in and bottoms out, but the drive shaft is still won't mount up, your drive shaft is too long. What you want is you want to go in all the way, bottom out on this, and you want it to come out 3/4 of an inch. So you have this much shaft, this much of the yoke engaged on the shaft, with this much to slide back and forth with suspension travel. 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch. You do not want it hanging off the end of the shaft with this much exposed. It'll still work, but you'll get like a weird deflection, and this is no longer in a bushing. In your tail shaft housing, you have your seal, and then there's a bushing, a bronze bushing that sits inside there that this thing rides on. A lot of those will be worn out, and you'll get a lot of play in the in that tail shaft housing, and that'll wear out your seal. Not the kind of seal that you have in the Arctic, the North Pole, not that kind of seal. And not like a monk seal like I had to walk over the top of the other day to get out of the water. The universal joints must match the slip yoke and rear end yoke and be retained and centered properly. That should be like obvious, but it's not always obvious, I'm sorry to say. Making sure all my stuff's working. Universal joints are press fit into the shaft, welded yokes, and retained by snap rings. It's important that once installed, the universal joint is not pressuring the snap ring. Take time to center the universal joint in the yoke between the snap rings. The rear end yoke will have retaining tabs on each side to center the universal joint. Make sure that the universal joint is between these two tabs. If you are using U-bolts to retain the universal joint in the rear, do not over-tighten them, remember? Or continue to tighten the U-bolts once they are tight. Over-tighten U-bolts will clamp the clearance out of the universal cap, which will make it, so here's your cap and here's the U-joint sitting in here. If you tighten it too tight, it'll pinch like this and take the clearance away and make a funny vibration. Ask me how I know about that. Over-tightening the U-bolts will clamp the clearance on the universal joint cup and result in universal joint and drive shaft failure. Tighten 13 series and 1330 series U-joints to 17 foot-pounds. And 1350 series, which are the big caps, the big ones, to 20 foot-pounds. So this would be 17 foot-pounds, which would be torqued. Make sure the drive shaft cannot contact anything under the vehicle, such as cross members, exhaust, shifting linkage, etc. Through the complete suspension travel, if the drive shaft contacts any of these items, it will fail immediately. You'll get a dent, ding, gouge, anything. This is tubing. So tubing tubing is its strongest when it is completely round and perfect in shape. If it gets a dent in it, it'll twist up like a licorice stick. Because then it's no longer strong anymore. The surface area and all, it's all tension. Anyway. A higher RPM drive shaft does not exactly travel in a straight concentric circle. It begins to jump rope effect and approaches critical speed. Any contact will result in failure, which is what I'm saying. It does this like, it starts off spinning like this, and then eventually the drive shaft at speed kind of hums around. So they spin these and balance these to keep them from causing a problem. If it contacts something, being in balance, if it contacts something, it will dent it and crinkle it and compromise the integrity of the tube. That's what I was trying to say. Make sure the drive shaft cannot blah, 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 blah. Number 5, if you are going to receive horsepower ratings or torque ratings on chassis dyno, it's important that the operator of the vehicle as well as the dyno operator be experienced in sync with each other. As the drive shaft approaches critical speed, any wheel shake or overrunning of the rear dyno drums will cause drive shaft failure. Most commonly, the vehicle operator will complete the high RPM pull and then snap back off the throttle. This allows the dyno drums to overrun and decelerate the engine with the drive shaft still approaching critical speed, and will twist the drive shaft tube in the middle. Just like a licorice stick, I'm telling you. I've seen it. The proper procedure should be to gently back off the throttle in sync with the dyno drums. We have heard of drive shaft failure in vehicles with as little as 300 horsepower on a chassis dyno, when the throttle is released without synchronizing the dyno drums. This is generally more common on longer drive shafts and heavier vehicles. Obviously, because you have so much rotational, torsional force, and you're torquing this in from the engine and the rear end's back here, and it's got to transfer all that and then start spinning the yoke. And if your car's heavy and you have a lot of traction and whatever, you're going to twist it like this, and it's going to not move, and it'll just twist up. Licorice stick, just like a Twizzlers. Blah, blah, blah. We discourage chassis dyno testing for anyone that is not extremely experienced and aware of all mechanical possibilities involved. Just owning a chassis shop does not guarantee experience results. What's that have to do with drive shafts? Nothing, but why did they put this in there? Because a lot of these drive shafts go on race cars. And so, where do race cars get tested? All kinds of race cars go to chassis dyno. So, I mean, they don't want to waste your money that you just purchased on this perfectly good drive shaft. They don't want to waste their time either and have to refund it, or I don't think they refund it, but waste their time and have their nice drive shaft destroyed. So what am I going to do? I'm going to destroy it. I'm going to swap out the joints, add the yoke, pop that thing out, and then I'll get back to you as we're sliding it back in. This might be a long video. You guys up for that? If you're not, well, that's too bad. We're still going to do it. See you guys in just a bit. That end's done. Now I got to put that yoke on that end and then swap some seals in there. Be back in just a second. Yes, I'm switching from this phone to that thing. So the sound's going to come from, I'll just make it all come from the left ear because that's what it does. Because my mic, this mic is not stereo. That's why. Anyway, see you guys in just a second. Look at that. That's me. Aloha. Alright, we're back. Look at that. Drive shaft is done. Took all of about 5 minutes, maybe 7, to do the front and rear U-joint together. Using some jack stands and a hammer. You guys saw it all. And, you know, I've showed you how to do that before. So, now we're going to go under here and pop this out. Pop out the seals. 1/2-inch wrench, that's what we need to take off those nuts. Where are we in the trunk? Not that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this or this. Where's our stuff? Where's my favorite wrench for this? I have an offset wrench that I really like using. Where is it? Where is it? That's not it. None of this is it. None of this is what I'm looking for. None of it. None of this. Nope. Nope. Negative. Not that. None of that. None of that's it. This isn't it. That's not it. Let me know if you see it. If someone sees it, holler out. It looks like this, only smaller. Did you find it? Anybody see it? Oh, looks like this, only bigger. Where is it? 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 It's in here, I know it is. It's gotta be. Why would it not be in here? Is that it? Got it. Okay, alright, here we go. We're going underneath. Alright, this is like, I should be telling you a story like right now. It's starting to rain, by the way. Yep. See? Raindrops. I don't care. I won't get wet. Not made of sugar. So, I should tell you guys a story. How do I do this? I'll tell you a story and take the drive shaft out. Let me take the drive shaft out and then we'll go in there and do the seals. And I'll put the drive shaft next to this drive shaft and you can see the difference. How about that? I thought so. See you in a second. Gosh. And we're back. Old and busted, new hotness. Bonus points if you know what movie that's from. It should be pretty easy. Pretty easy. So here's the difference. See? Okay, here's where, like I said, the seal rides here, and this is where the bushing rides. The tail shaft housing has a bushing, right? So this is the free play I have, like 3/4 of an inch, because there's the bushing groove. Look at that, this thing's leaking. So this is old and crusty. This was in my parts car that sat outside for like, I don't know, 30, 40 years. There's a dent right there. See that dent? Look at that dent. See how this is wider, wider, narrow, wide. Same U-joint, Ford Chevy. 54 inches, stock Chevrolet. This is out of a 57. There is a mark right, where is it? I thought there was like a weld thing where it was. Where was it? Was on that end? It was on this end, I think. like it threw a weight. Like there was a well right here. This had a weight right there. It threw it. I think there. I don't know what happened there. But see, this is rubbed on stuff. See, this has been on whatever multiple cars it's been in. It's dinged, and all this scale. None of this is the integrity of this tube, especially here. It's a pretty good dent. Something hit that. Anyway, this has new U-joints in it. This should be considerably different. Although I will say this much. Here's the deal. So I know for a fact that rear axle bearing on that side is dry and growls. I can't feel it yet, but when I pulled the axles out when I was sealing this thing and swapping it over, I noticed it like it had a little feel to it, and most bearings, they're really smooth. This one had like just the slightest amount. I haven't heard it, but that doesn't mean that it won't do it. The pinion yoke, this seal leaks pretty good. This one here. Here's the other yoke, other seal. We should go under there and start getting that stuff out of here. I need a good screwdriver, a good screw bar. Where is it? Oh, there's one right there. That's the one I'm looking for. This one has my, yeah, that's the one. Screw bar. I have another one? No, it's a gasket thing. Oh, hammer. I need the hammer. Pound it back in. Anyway, we're going to go underneath there and set that up. Ooh, I need to take the yoke off. I need this thing. I need this. Where's the big socket? It's here somewhere. It's probably in the back of the car again. Oh, that's bad. That's not how you treat your toys, kids. Don't drop your tools. Don't drop your toys. That's never a good thing. Dropping your toys is never a good thing. All right. We're going underneath there a second. Let's find this socket. It's big and black and fits that, I think it's 27. I think that's it. Is there another one in here? Nope, there's some electrical tape. Oh, zip ties. Zip ties. My knife. Ah, squirrel. Squirrel. Back. Oh, I need my marking pen. Oh, I need brake cleaner. Brake clean. I'll show you why. I'll show you why. I'm not using that right now. That's for the wide angle. The up close and personal, we're doing this. Look at that carburetor. So cute. All right, ready? Let's go underneath. Oh, it hurts. It's painful. Not really. It feels fine. Oh, I didn't get carb cleaner. Stupid dumb guy. We'll take this. Let's make a mess. Gosh, that's cute. Craigers. Action. Here we go. Underneath. All right. Okay, so do we need a light under here? Maybe. There's a light in the trunk. There's a runner going by. This light has a magnet. I love these lights. Oh, speaking of which, all you new folks that showed up here because Tom Mortsky told you to come here, I'm sorry. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be, hold on, you're going to be disappointed severely because I'm not nowhere near Tom Mortsky. Tom is, hold on. Yeah, Tom is, what am I doing here? Yeah, there we go. That's way better. Finish my thought. Tom knows his stuff. For a young guy, he's not that much younger. 10, 15 years probably, but he's, you know, for the younger generation, younger guys, like I guess I'm considered younger because I drive 57 Chevy, and most of the guys that would have been into this stuff when they were younger were like my dad's age or whatever, or older. Or not older, but, you know, between me and my dad's age. So, you know, it's pretty cool to see Tom and, you know, guys like that are, you know, 10 or 15 years younger than me really into this old stuff. But Tom has taught me a bunch of stuff. Like, has this whole, like, hot rod community thing, like, how many times can I say the word like? This whole hot rod community, you know, gearheads and stuff like that, with lava lamps, by the way. We we help each other out. You know, there's lots of sidebar conversations that don't get seen on the videos because, you know, no one wants to make a mistake more than once, and everybody knows something, and so it's fun to like learn from other people's mistakes, and that way, you know, you're just spreading it around. Look at how much grease this thing is throwing around from being leaking so bad. Look at that. I mean, that's just disgusting. That's embarrassing. I should be embarrassed. That's just embarrassing. George would be so mad at me if he saw this. My traction bars are gross again. Anyway, that's my point. My point is, you know, we help each other out. And so these videos, he makes videos for entertainment, but also for educational stuff. And I make videos for, well, just because I like making videos. And I haven't seen too many people do this stuff. And I like to chronologue me driving this car around every day. And the little things that go on to help you guys, encourage you to get your cars out. Or if you don't have a car, get a car or whatever. Entertainment to watch people like us goofing off. But anyway, we help each other out. So I appreciate it, Tom. Thanks for telling people to come see me. And everybody that showed up here, I really appreciate you hanging out. We hit 1,000 today, I saw. You know, I don't know how long that'll last, but I'm pretty stoked because that's a milestone here. 1,000 subscribers. So now that means, since I hit 1,000, that means I gotta take a trip with this car. It's gonna go to the mainland. Probably this summer or something. I gotta save some money. But we're getting all this stuff ready so it's more reliable for a long cruise. So far I've logged almost 8,000 miles since July. Yeah, on an island. Today we did 87 miles, I said. We're about to go do some more. So I'm cleaning this. The point is we're cleaning this right here. Right there. We're going to clean it here. Watch. Watch out. Oh, get it all in there. Yeah, that's good. In there enough. All over my tools. Look at that. That's where. This is exactly what you do. Leave your tools and your U-bolts and stuff right there. So when you spray this stuff, it just drops all over your tools. Oh, it's good. You can do this like this and clean them off. I'm gonna get all this stuff off. It's just bad. So bad. So bad. Quit getting sidetracked. You know, you're right. Go back where you were. Clean this out. Now, why am I cleaning this out? Because that nut right there, if you can see it, this nut, I'm going to paint that nut right there. Can you see that? Here, maybe if I get the light out. Maybe if I put the light down here, you can see it. So I'm going to paint this nut in here. That nut, I'm going to paint it. So when I take this nut off, paint across the shaft and the nut. When I take the nut off and I pull this yoke off and I chop that seal out and I put it back on and put the nut on, I'll be able to line the mark up on the nut and the pinion shaft, so I'll know the torque is the same roughly, and I won't be squishing the collar in here. The whatchamacallit, crush sleeve. That's it, crush sleeve. Anyway, hold please. I'm gonna do this right now and then I'll get back with you. See it? It's marked right there. For those of you kids playing at home and you're keeping score, mistake number 5,379 million. So obviously that's off. See the mark, whatever. But this is catastrophic failure. Yeah, pretty much. I did exactly that. I pulled the yoke out and goo. Hold please. Oh, yep, that's what happened. Because the car is sitting rear high, and with the rear end high, hold on, stuff's coming out. I'm swapping out that seal right there. Look at that gross seal. That thing is wore clear out. This yoke actually is in good shape. It's off the other 9-inch. So we're gonna pop that out and I'm gonna get this light more better. We're gonna pop that out. And how's that? Oh, so difficult with this phone. It keeps wanting to blank out the sun in the back. We'll get that seal knocked out of there and it'll be all less gross. Then we gotta do that one. Oh, that'll be much more fun. No, it won't. I'm lying. It won't be fun at all. See you guys in just a second. Captain Obvious here. First things first, make sure your seal is the right seal. This one is. Make sure it fits the rear end housing the same action. roughly. Oh yeah, that's it. That's our girl right there. Look at that. Oh, cute. Okay, we'll pop that out and it'll be mucho bettero. Alright, hold on. We're going back. Hold, please. Hold. Continue to hold. Alright, so there's the pinion shaft right there. And the old seal's in there, all beat up. But this is the pinion bearing. No grooves, no nothing. Some good wear, like nothing. It's in actually in really good shape. See that? There's no, it's got a little bit of shadow on it. This is the crush sleeve I was talking about. You don't want to crush this. It's already been crushed, which sets a preload between that bearing and there. Right there. That bearing. This crush sleeve goes on right here. So crush sleeve goes in. And then this bearing goes in. I said this bearing goes in. Well, it's hard to do with one hand anyway when it's cockeyed. There we go. And then it goes right there in that race. And then the yoke, this thing, goes against that. Actually, there's a shim. This shim here, hold on. Get this shim cleaned out. Hold on a second. Open this. I'm worried that my phone's gonna do goofy stuff. Let me take another picture. Okay, shim's in. This seal goes in right here. Right there. Look at that. I tap that seal in, knock it in there nice and clean, and then I'll put the yoke back in there and it'll all be nice and hunky-dory. That'll be fun. Be with you in just a second. Hopefully I didn't rotate my phone around and make the screen goofy. Alright, seal's in. You just knock it in, take your hammer, bang around the outside and you'll hear it. It'll make this sound. You know it's down. Up until then it'll make like a dull thud. When it makes that metal ringing sound, you're in. So now it's time to slide the yoke on. So exactly the way we had it. Of course you oil it first. You oil it a little bit. So there's nothing on the seal. So the seal doesn't go on dry. And then you put her down. She's there. And now you take the nut. Put the nut on. And then you run her on in with your gun. And that's sucking these tight. So then, see how much farther I gotta go? Gotta bring that around to that. So I'll do that and I'll get right back with you. Hold on a second. Hold, please. Alright, you guys see that? Lined up nice and tight. I gotta do this angle because of the light back there, but okay, that pinion seal is in behind that dust cover. Pinion seal is good to go. I gotta fill the differential up after I knock that seal out. All right, we're knocking that seal out. Same principle. Knock it out, knock it in, slide the shaft in, add fluid. Yay me, test drive. See you in a second. Same kind of action. Knock the seal out. Just go around it like that, tapping it in, and it'll go right in there. We're good to go. So now it's time to slide the shaft in here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna lube up that seal there real quick though first, I think. I don't know. I'll do something. Anyway, I'll be right back with the shaft. Oh, look at that. Lava lamp. There's always got to be one. Alright, time to shut her down here. Shut this off so don't burn the house down. Okay. New jack, I love it. There's the old drive shaft done. Look at all that trash I made. Yeah, it's a good time. And I greased it up, you betcha. Car's down. Brand new drive shaft is in there. Let's see if we can see it. See if we can see it. Let's look. Shall we? Let's look and see. Oh yeah, look at that. Brand new Southwest Speed. Oh yeah. connected to my 4-speed. Pretty hot, pretty hot. All the seals are changed. No drips. I say we go take it for a run. How am I going to do that? How am I going to put this on my face? Maybe I'll put that unit on my hat. Get a hat. Put it on the brim and then you can drive it. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll do that. Let's do that. Let's put this on my hat. And scene. Alright, let's see if this works. We're going to go for a drive here. I got you all on my head. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to plug in and I'm going to go for a spin and see if I can make this vibrate. See if it vibrates. See if it makes any other noises. We'll see. Hold on. Hold please. Hold. Keys, where'd they go? Where are they? The keys right here they are. Quit looking. I found them. Alright, okay. Seatbelt time. Seatbelt time. This mic. Probably going to be in the way of the seatbelt. Okay. Here we go. Alright, it's hot in here. Need to roll the windows down. Crack these open. Crack this open. Never leave these closed. Because if you got to get in, you'll break your window if you don't. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's see what happens. Sandals off. Slippers off. Phone plugged in so it doesn't die. Batteries are going on the GoPro. We got plenty. Let's go see if we can make some noise here. A block of wood or something. Let me see. It's moving, so the drive shaft's in. It's all greased up. See if all that hullabaloo was really worth it. Where should we go test this thing out? Normally I go down the highway. Hold please. Tighten this button up. Alright. Sunglasses, hold on. Engaged. There we go. Got it. Okay. That's way more gooder. Here we go. Feels exactly the same at low speed. Maybe slightly less in the shifter actually. Huh, interesting. Well, I guess we'll just see what we'll see. Hold on, hold, mic adjustment. I think I gotta adjust my cord here. Yeah, there we go. Need more mic? Okay, good. Got it. Third gear. Third gear. It's all right. Okay, so the story I was going to tell you about being able to feel vibrations and stuff. So, years ago, I was rolling with a buddy of mine through Klamath Falls, Oregon in the middle of the night, and we were in Impala SS. Oh, I just lost all my brakes just now. I lost every bit of my brakes. I blew a line or lost something. Wow, that's creepy. That's not good. Let's see what that's all about. That's not... What happened there? Ooh, we blew something. We blew a line. Let's go see what that was all about. Let's go see what that is. What's that? I mean, we blew a line. Like, blew a line. No fluid. Something come unhooked under here. Oh, I lost the pin. That's what I get for not putting the cotter pin in right here. Wow, I should put a cotter pin in that. I'll do that later. Nobody's dying right now, so I need to put a cotter pin in that. The clevis fork on the pedal, I didn't put the pins in it, but I didn't put a cotter pin in it. Wow, that was weird. Hope that doesn't happen again. That'd be embarrassing. Well, you saw it here first, folks. You saw it here first. Anyway, So back to my story. I was in the passenger seat, and at the time I smoked cigarettes a lot. And I was in the passenger seat, and my buddy was driving. We had this black Impala SS. It was actually an old cop car, but it was a SS Impala, had the LT1 350. And we were out flying out across the Klamath Falls. There's like a reservoir or desert or something like that. It's like a, not really a desert. It's a dry lake bed, but it's got real alkali. And so we were out flat flying across there, and he told me, I don't remember this, I was asleep, I guess. But he said in the middle of the night, I scared him because I had the seat reclined in the passenger seat. And I was laying there out cold snoring, he said, and then all of a sudden, I sat up, opened the glove box, grabbed a cigarette out of a pack, lit it, and just said, we broke a valve spring. And he said we were doing like 90 to 100 miles an hour, and he's like, what? And I said, yeah, I heard it, we broke a valve spring. And I remember that part. I remember going, yeah, we broke a valve spring. But I don't remember waking up about it, but he said I woke up out of a dead sleep. And sure enough, we pulled into the next rest stop. I told him to pull over the next rest stop, and we did. And sure enough, it was missing, and I could hear it tick, 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 tick. And this is a roller motor. And so we made it actually into Klamath Falls, and it was early morning. And there was like a Checkers and a Napa Auto Parts next door. And we ended up being able to get, let's see, which way should go? I should go this way. We ended up being able to get a valve spring from Napa because Checkers didn't have it. But I bought all the tools from Checkers and returned them actually in the next town. I bought all the tools, bought one of those hose pick things, snapped the end of it off so I could stick it in the spark plug hole and hold the exhaust valve up as I swapped the valve spring in the parking lot. I just twisted it up and held the valve up and did one of those real quick valve spring swaps. We adjusted the valve and off the road we went. But like I said, maybe some of you guys watching this are like, oh yeah, I feel vibrations and stuff like that too. You don't got to be like nuts like me. Like, I feel stuff, I can't help it. It's part of autism, or I'm not sure. Like, there's just certain things that I don't know if it's necessarily OCD. This feels a whole lot smoother, by the way. Unbelievably smoother. Like, the shifter is hardly moving at all. Like, there's no movement. I can't feel any vibration in the shifter. I just feels like a shifter. The floor is not vibrating. I don't feel it in my bare feet. I don't feel it on the gas pedal. I don't feel it on the clutch pedal. I don't feel it anywhere, by the way. So I think that part's pretty good, but we won't know until we hit some real serious speed. Not serious speed. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious stuff, I guess. Anyway, that's that story. So, I hope you guys aren't plagued with that kind of craziness, where it wakes you up in the middle of the night when your wife's driving or something. You're like, we lost the outer wheel bearing. And you're doing 90 down the highway. Or, hey, we think we lost our left tail light filament. I heard it pop. I've never had that happen, but you know what I'm talking about. But I did. I remember I could hear stuff like that driving. I'm kind of in tune with the vehicle. More so than, I hate to say it, but I understand like mechanics and cars and that kind of stuff. I feel that more than, I'm better with that stuff than I am with people. Maybe I should adjust this camera down a little bit. Maybe you guys need to go down. Down? Does that help? Is it 2 down? Maybe it's 2 down. That's probably better. Is that better? Oh yeah, you guys can see now. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're out on the highway. I thought I had it better, but no, we're not. This is way better. So I tilt it back just a hair more. Just, you guys want to go up just a little bit more? How's that? Is that better even yet? Oh yeah, that's even better yet. Here we go. Here, see if you guys can feel this. Ooh, better get out here. Whoa! Dang. Yeah, that was 6,500. We broke some traction right there. Little vibration. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, this is like glass. I don't usually run it that fast. See what it's like in neutral. Oh yeah. Oh, now I can hear the axle bearing. This thing is smooth as glass. Wow, this is super smooth. No vibration, no nothing. This is crazy. Ah, but I can hear it. Growl, 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 growl. I can hear the axle bearing. Okay. Axle bearing is next. I'll be going to George's. See, there you guys are. I'll be going to George's next after this. Not today, but at some point. And we'll be pulling the axle out, knocking it off, just like Chris showed at Ironhead Garage, where he chopped that ring and pulled the bearings off. We'll be doing that and pressing them back in. I don't have a press. This guy doesn't have a press, but my buddy George does. George already said, absolutely, I could use it. Wow, this is nice. Oh man, this is so nice. It used to be like a weird little like shimmy. Now I can hear just a faint growl, 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 like just a hum. Because I pulled the pinion bearing out, I had it in my hand, I pulled the sleeve, everything was great. This is like smooth. This is so nice. Oh man, I can feel road surface now. I bet I hear exhaust noise. I bet there's a bunch of exhaust noise. Let's turn here highly mildly. Let's see what happens. We'll go over here. Let's drop her down into fourth. Oh, smooth, so smooth. Yeah, this is nice. Super nice. Oh, super, super nice. Second gear, it's all right. Here we go. Oh, this hat's getting to the point where I can't see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is nice. Oh, it's so smooth. Except for that stupid axle bearing. Oh, is there a copy cop up here? There might be. That's just security. He don't matter. He don't eat much. You guys see? This camera is falling, I think. Is that better? There we go. Oh yeah. You guys are falling down on my head, so I had to tip you guys up. Remember, this hat's folding, I think. Yeah, it definitely is. I gotta tip you guys back some more. Here we go, hold on a second. Tipping you back. There you go, now we're back. All right, I keep checking with my phone because I can see I can see your field of view. See your field of view right there? You can see it? That's your field of view. It's this area right here. Oh man, I want to be naughty so bad. I want to make marks like that, but there's people behind me. Ah. Oh, this is so nice. Hear that little shimmy, that little like miss? That's what we're gonna be tuning out of this thing. It's just a little lean. Right there, got a slight little leanness. Not much, but it's enough to bug me. And it's enough to make me want to tune it out. What's our temperature at? Oh yeah, right there. Nothing. Cold. How's our field of view? Field of view is good. I gotta keep tipping this up because you guys are gonna be not able to see here in just a second because this brim is falling down bad. How's that? Way better? Better. Oh yeah, there we go. Now you can see. I can barely see, but you guys can see good. Oh yeah. And you guys are twisted a little bit. I think you guys are cocked off to one side. Let's see if I can straighten that out. Is that better? Oh, that's worse. Is that better? It's sort of better. Is that better? There we go. Now we're straight. Now we're straight. Now we're cooking with gas. And scene. All right, we're driving right along. Everything's going good. This thing is so smooth. I'm in third gear. I really want to get dirty with it. I really want to do silly things and drive silly. I want to be 15, but there's traffic. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so smooth. I mean, it was like glass before, but this is like champagne glass. Oh yeah, this is super nice. Oh, the bearing is there though. I can feel that bearing for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, that bearing needs to go. There is a slight vibration in that. The drive shaft made all the difference in the world though. I'll tell, oh, there's a policeman. I can't go be naughty now. I want to go be naughty, but he won't let me. That guy right there, or girl, is not gonna let me go be naughty. Turning. This guy's turning. Oh yeah, we're doing good here. We're rolling right along like it's nothing. See, there you are. I can see you. Doing good. Banging right along here. Brim of this hat's falling apart. This is great. Tilt you guys back just a tad more. There you go. This brim keeps dropping. You guys keep dropping. So sorry for the bouncy whatever, but this hat won't stay on my head very good. I gotta like sit. My head's like 6 7/8. I got a small cranium. Yeah, it's fluttering right there. You guys hear it? Probably can't. It's at 1700, 1600. I mean, if I give it a lot of gas, it'll throttle it, but there's like a little cruise flutter right there where I know she's lean. We'll tune that out of it, but this is amazing. This is so much better than it was. So much better. Oh, I want to lay some rubber so bad. Oh yeah, there's no shimmy or nothing in this stick. It's quiet. Oh, there it goes. Hear the gears? You can hear the blower and the M22 going to town right there in concert. Hear it? magical. Let's just go straight here real quick. Hold on. Oh! See that, kids? That was 7,800. Yeah. She whipped right around there. That was pretty good. We were rolling about 25 when I tapped it. I think it blew the breather off the valve cover. It does that from time to time. It's a 32 Ford right there. Actually, I think it's a Model A with the Deuce grill. I don't rev it up and dump the clutch. It's too hard on stuff, so I just roll out and then nail it. And I don't hammer it real quick. I just kind of sing when I get down there. At whatever point it breaks the tires loose. It's fun. Do I do it all the time? No, not all the time. At least, I mean, maybe 2 to 10 times a day. Not very much. I mean, in all reality, it's, hey, get back in your lane. It's not too much. It's not too crazy, you know, it's not too silly. Rolling right along here. Get back to the house before we get in trouble. Somebody calls Johnny Law back. There's some hoodlum over here causing all sorts of hate and discontent in a blue 57. We better arrest him. Hope you guys saw that on the tack. I don't know if it was clear enough. I was trying to watch as the rear end was drifting out. I mean, but the car mostly goes straight, so I wasn't really worried about it, but with the brim of this hat in my way and I can't really see, I want to make sure I didn't get too crossed up. I saw the needle almost touch 8,000, so between 7 and 8,000 where it was. Right now, we'll call it 7,500. I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, that's what happens when you're playing with horsepower. Huh? I gotcha. Playing with horsepower. This video is long. It's going to be a long-winded video, kids. Long-winded. Do some long division. Bonus points if you know what movie that's from. Oh man, it's so nice. Super nice. Yeah, that's the way it should feel. Just like this. Smooth. No harmonics, nothing transferring up through anything. Except for that axle bearing that I can hear now. Now I got that growl going on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's from the air shocks. Hold on, let's put this up here where it goes. Yeah. I wish I could take a picture of the brim of the hat, but you guys are literally, the brim of the hat is literally on my nose. And I'm having to look, tilt my head back and look under it like I'm wearing bifocals. That's what it looks like. But I'm doing it for you guys. I'm all doing it all for you. Actually, I did it for me. I'm just filming this part of it for you. But it's super nice. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, it wasn't that bad before, but oh, let's get in the driveway. Oh! Oh yeah, there we go. My doggy's in the house. Park the car right here. Oh. block of wood right here. Oh, block of wood sitting right here. Well, that's it, kids. Let me pull his hat off. Well, that's all you got. This is gonna be like a long video, so I apologize for all that. This hat, oh, I see what happened. The thing started to fall off. Oh, that's what happened. The duct tape didn't stick. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Works good. 4-speed, nice and calm. Everything's going great. I'm gonna go through the video and chop this thing up and edit out, and I can see the battery's almost dead. But it's good hanging out with you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. All you new people that subscribed, aloha. Thank you for everything. I'll see you guys next time. The next video, I don't know, I'm not gonna tell you. See you guys later.